right, guys, we are finally back on air with Tea Tuesday. So we submitted an anonymous link for you to submit something of your choice, be anything you have on your mind that you kind of want to get off your chest that you don't want anybody to know, maybe an unhinged story of yourself. A really good one that we got was kind of like an anonymous confession, which I love that because there might be something that you have on your chest or something that you want to get off your chest that you just don't want anybody to know that that's how you're feeling or what you're going through. So I feel like the Tea Tuesday is a great outlet for that. It is truly 100% anonymous. You don't have to submit. You can make a fake name. You can make a funny name. You can submit nothing. But this one said, is it crazy that you want to look back and see where your life would be if you weren't married or if you didn't have kids? So don't get me wrong. I love my life as it is right now, but sometimes I wonder where life would bring me if I weren't the one making the choice. I guess it will always be a thought in my head. And I feel like that brings up a lot of like different circumstantial things. Like for me and my personal experience, I was a very young mom. So I feel like my circumstances were the era of my life that I was in. If I didn't have my son when I had him, I don't know where I would be because I was in a very crazy, chaotic party era. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he came at the right time and was literally, like I say all the time, my saving grace. Whereas in some people might not have lived their life and became young moms and then kind of look back and feel like that they have a whole life that they didn't live. So I guess it's kind of circumstantial for everybody, but I feel like that probably hits home with a lot of people.
Yeah, you can see it either or, like a good way or a bad way. Or, I feel like if I would feel guilty if I kept thinking about like what my life would be without my kids,
Right.
But I think in the very back of everybody's mind, we kind of always think about it. What would be different, or would I be the person I am now if I didn't have kids when I did? I was a very young mom as well. I was pregnant when I was 18, and I had my son at 19 years old. So we kind of grew up together.
Right.
It sounds bad, but we kind of did grow up together.
Some people, though, they might get married due to the fact that they are pregnant or, and just stay in an unhappy place or unhappy marriage. And I feel like if I were in that situation, looking back, there would probably be times like if I didn't have so-and-so, like, what would my life be? Who would I have ended up with?
And I think for some degree we have it good because we can choose who we marry if we don't marry, if you do marry. And you have other cultures
have so many
cultures. Have arranged marriages that you don't even know.
You don't even have a say so.
Like
you have no say so.
If he's attractive, not attractive. For us, at least for me in my community, in my Hispanic community, it's a big thing where if you're pregnant, you have to leave. You have to move in with the baby dad. You have to live with them. It's not much of a you're going to get married. It's more of a you have to get out the house. I'm not taking care of you anymore. You decided to get pregnant. Get out of my house. I'm not helping you with the baby. And mind you, they do have other parents that take it a different way.
Right.
Like they're going to help the child. They're going to help their son, their daughter, and to help raise the child.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's very circumstantial for cultural differences and things like that, but I'm sure whoever submitted this, you're definitely not alone. I'm sure there was somebody out there who's kind of feeling the same way and just didn't really want to say it.
Whether it be for the good or the bad, like I said, or whether it be, like you said, circumstantial. Would I have been able to finish school if I didn't have the baby? If I didn't have to get married, would I be? Or
Yeah, I feel like it can raise questions in a lot of different routes or a lot of different ways in your life. Things that you've been through, things that you haven't gone through, things that you've had to go through because you were a single mom or whatever. I would imagine you kind of look back and think like, if things were different, where would I be?
But never feel guilty, because you're the best mom you can
be.
So, and you are where you are now because of your children, because of the kind of parent, woman, husband, man you are. So, don't ever feel guilty.
Yes, one of them was let's make. So the name of this is The Cousin That Got Fucked 69. Okay, where do I even start? I'll just make the story short and sweet. 2 years ago, I started getting really close to my girl cousin that was always around, but just was never really had a good relationship per se. I was living with my fiance, and together we had 2 kids. We had been together since we were 15. We had a lot of ups and downs, but we always made it work. Now, This cousin's name, we will call her Paula, just started coming around more and more often. She was never really wife material. She couldn't keep a boyfriend and now was living off of sugar daddies to pay her bills. I never really thought much of it. I just let her do her thing. She was always nice to me, came to my house, listened to my relationship drama, and I would always vent to her because she was why not? She was my family. She was around my husband and kids all the time. We had sleepovers at my house. We had girls' nights. We had movie dates. I never saw anything suspicious with her coming around. I feel bad that she didn't have a man, so I would send her flowers to make her day. I'd send her coffee. I'd make her Valentine's Day gifts just so she wouldn't feel left out.
Dang, that's a good cousin.
Right? Come to find out, she had been sleeping with my fiance for a while. Everyone knew but me. I found out because a package went missing from my front porch. So I went to looking on the cameras. Needless to say, she was spending more time at the house than I was around her kids. Well, to top it all off, she's now living in the same house that was once hers. She is now living in the same home that was once mine. This home with both of my children were raised in. The home where I thought I was going to live my happily ever after. Never trust any bitch around your man, not even your own damn family.
That's sad.
First off, unloading your relationship drama to another female, you open that door, honey. And I mean that respectfully. I mean, we all do it. Who would think? Like, hell, I unload on you. I unload on my best friends. Like, you just don't. There's always somebody creeping, waiting for you to fail, whether that be in life, your business, your relationship, any which way. But that's so shitty. That is so shitty.
That's crazy. Like, you really took the only person, because it sounds like
that was the only person you had.
You sound like the only person you had. And man, like, she took
cousin,
it to the next
like,
level. Yeah, she took it to the next level, making her not feel left out by doing the coffee and all the things. And they don't have people that do that.
Right.
My cousins don't do that. So it's
and what gets me out of that whole thing is the fact that everyone around you knew and never freaking warned you.
People to do that.
Yeah, like, I hope you cut all them hoes off, because what?
You won in this story. You won because you have your kids, you have your peace, which is the biggest thing. And let them, because their karma is coming, and karma is coming. The choo-choo train, the karma choo-choo train is coming, bitch. And she will get both of them hard. So you did the best thing you can do, take care of yourself and your children and your mental health, because I know this probably fucked with you really hard. So
I feel like you would never trust anybody again.
Yeah. So if you ever need us, give us a text or,
shoot us a message or something. But it's awful. And I feel crazy. Like we, it's like you're a really shitty friend if you know something like that's going on and you don't let them know. Now, let it be known, don't get it twisted. If I know something and I give you the information for it, you do with it what you will. Like, if you choose to forgive him, that's fine. You can cry on my shoulder when he fucks you over again. We're good. But don't think I'm going to keep bringing something to your table. If you're going to be in denial, that's one thing. So if they brought it to your table and you were just kind of like, oh, no, I don't think so, and then all this came out, then it's kind of like, unfortunate. But, yeah, if they knew and never warned you, never gave you even the slightest little heads up, they don't seem like genuine people at all.
I feel like I've been in that situation before, and I have brought it to their attention with receipts, because you always have to have receipts. I'll do it one time with receipts. If you choose, again, like you said, if you choose to stay, dude, that's you.
That's you. I support you.
You're the one who have to sleep.
That's on you.
In the same bed, you have to deal with it mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. So if you want to do that, it's okay. We all make mistakes. We're all human. I'm gonna be there for you. There's nothing gonna change. But that I'm one and done. Once I bring that, and then the next time I see it, if it ever happens again, I'm not gonna say anything, because at the end of the day, I feel like you always end up like the bad person.
You're the bad guy,
because if your husband, boyfriend, whatever finds out that I said something,
not only that, but like you're the friend that doesn't want to see your friend happy.
So I'm the problem. So like I said, I'll bring it one time. That's it. Whether you choose to leave or stay, that's your problem. It's your life. It's your decision.
Right.
I'm good. But one and done.
Heard that, sis. Okay. This one was kind of like a confession, but when I drink, I act a fool and embarrassing. I want to fight and act hard, so now I just don't black out anymore. Yeah. don't
I'm
drink
a
with
happy
me.
drunk.
Yeah, it's like, don't drink
I'm a
with
happy
me.
drunk. Me and my family are happy drunks. My siblings, my sisters-in-laws, my sister, we're all happy drunks.
Depending on what I drink. But I also know what to drink and what not to drink. Like, I know that if I'm going to get pissy or I'm in a bad mood, not to drink.
But you know how to handle
things.
your liquor. Like, we've been to where we literally drink until we can't drink no more, and we've drunken to where it's just like a cute sip and dip we go. You know, we've had vacations together, and Miss Jordan over here was trying to save a 6'7", 300-pound man, talking about, I got you, I know how to swim. I
Oh
said,
my
bitch.
God. Like, if you want some funny drunken stories, we should do an episode on that.
That would be
Let's
so
just
funny.
unload on some unhinged drinking stories
I
because
cannot
I've
know
got
how
a plenty.
Yeah, I don't know how to swim, and I was going to try to save her, saving a man that we apparently couldn't do it
Okay,
together.
so just to tell you some facts about myself, I'm an eloper. Okay? When I drink, I'm an eloper, especially when I'm with my girlfriends. I'm just like, you'll see me one minute, and the next minute you're like, how the hell she got over there? What is she doing over there?
She thought she meant Kane Brown. The man did not look like no Kane Brown, honey. But,
No, he was
it's crazy.
singing Kane Brown.
But he said, don't ask me to sing that because I already sang it 3 times. And she's like, sing it. And he's like, da, 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 da. I was like, what the hell? But, okay. It's like 1 minute we're like chilling, drinking. And then the next thing I'm like, Jordan. She's like on the other side of the pool having a whole conversation with girls on the other side that
doing
she never
front
met
flips.
in her
I was
life.
doing my water
Yeah.
aerobics.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't swim. So
While
I was like, sis, if you
intoxicated.
fucking drown, I don't know what to do. Because we were in Margaritaville and they don't have, like, they'll have the lifeguards, but they don't lifeguard.
Oh,
really.
and this
They
was
just
like
kinda
some kind
this
of
to
party.
them.
It was like an adult only party.
Yeah, it was like so on Friday. Well, when we went, they have the Friday nights. They have fireworks and they have a DJ.
So let me defend myself for one moment, okay? I handle my liquor pretty good, sis, you know.
She does.
I drank a cup this big, full, like no ice, nothing, of this what
Flying
I thought,
margarita.
Oh
Flying
my
margarita.
God, this margarita mix that I thought was
Walmart.
normal. It was like what, 18%?
Yeah.
I didn't know that when I drank the whole cup that
She
big
drank
before I
like
made
water.
it down.
We were
With-
there for 4 days, and she was drunk 3 of the days from that one.
Oh
cup.
my God! Out on an empty stomach, never ate, and I was skinny then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Literally, we had a nice dinner. But she didn't ever back out of our plans.
Oh, I showed up for everything.
Yeah, the next morning we went to the pool again, the lazy
I
river.
thought I met
we
Kane
drank
Brown
some
when I
more,
woke
yeah.
up. I remember that's the first thing I said to you,
Said we
sis,
came
did we
there,
meet
right?
Kane Brown?
It's like, no, that man literally did not. But she will not. Like, she will get with the plans. Like I said, we had a dinner date that the next day. It was a nice restaurant,
Yeah,
a steak
steak dinner.
restaurant, and we had steak dinner. She got ready. I mean, she was
Oh,
either
I'm
still
show
drunk,
up.
still the hungover.
I have
but it
never
was
been.
never-
That was the worst hangover I have
it was
ever had in my
crazy.
entire
But
life.
we are both, and you know me. I can handle my liquor, a lot of liquor, any liquor. But I'm not. I'm a happy drunk. I like
Yeah.
to make friends. I'm the most socialist butterfly ever when I have some liquor in me. So
I'm a social
I don't know.
butterfly, but like I am the type of like I'm a happy drunk, but if you get me going when I'm drunk, I have a hard time. Like if you keep like
Egging on,
instigating me, I have
Anybody
a
at
hard
that,
time
calming down.
calming down.
But that's her and her husband are a firecracker. When my brother got hands, so it's like when he's sober, you can kind of say stop. You know,
Yes.
he's changed a lot, but when you say stop and he's sober, when he's drunk and you
Always
say
goes in
stop,
one
it's like
ear
you're
and out
telling
the
him
other. It's like he
go
doesn't
harder.
click. It doesn't
Yeah.
register.
Mhm.
Okay, so next one. Sis, you still lost the game. That's the name of it. First off, I love y'all so much. So proud of you too. Now let's get to the tea. So I was with the guy for about 5 to 6 years. I ended up breaking up with him because he caused what I still deal with to this day, body shame. But within the first year after our breakup, I thought I couldn't live without him. So of course I went back and he didn't say no either. I really thought he wanted to fix things, but he kept saying stuff like, I'm not ready, or I love you, but I can't be with you, and me being in love, I didn't see any of the signs. He'd still message me, ask me out, we'd still sleep together. He was literally my first everything. So I was telling my friends about everything, and they were like, wait, isn't he dating so-and-so? And I was like, who? They showed us her profile. They showed me her profile, and when I looked her up, boom, I was blocked. It's like, excuse me?
So she
I don't
knew
even know
about
this
you,
girl.
sis.
She knew about you, boo. Never seen her, never heard of her. She was non-existent in my world until that day. That's when I started realizing something was off. I didn't want to be caught up in some side chick situation, so I wanted to let her know, girl to girl, what our man was out here doing.
Good for you.
But since she had me blocked, I asked my other friend to check her page, and she was blocked too. My best friend, mind you, but my other two friends were not. So I was like, suspicious. Later on, I found out that she knew about me before I even knew about her. So she was the one who inserted herself into my relationship, and to this day, that still blows my mind. Anyway, one of my good friends turned out to be her cousin. Small world, right? So I texted her, hey, I didn't know you were cousins, but can you please let her know what's going on? I sent screenshots, pictures of him in our hotel room, messages of him asking me out first, everything. And my message to her was actually very respectful. I said, hey, I'm so-and-so. This isn't to be messy or mean, but I wanted to let you know what your man's out here doing. I have stopped talking to him, and if you ever want to talk, I'm open to it. No bad blood. Now, I wasn't expecting her to send me flowers or anything, but I didn't think she'd call me every name in the book. She went off, called me a hoe, homewrecker, all that. So I was like, okay, sis, say less. I told my friend not to get caught up in the middle since that was her family and leave it alone. But then me and my bestie, we made a fake account. Don't judge us. We used it to send her proof, all the messages of him still texting me. She tried calling me, but she was just screaming, so I hung up. And then she starts threatening to sue me for being with a married man and soon-to-be father. Like, girl, be so for real. Yeah. Petty Me came out. I went out with them the last time, not recently. This was many years ago, and I took a photo of us. Nothing explicit, just him sitting on the bed and me standing in front of him. I sent it to her. She called me nonstop, but I didn't answer. I know it was low, and honestly, I regret it, not because of her, but because he was not even worth it, as long as you know. As long as you know now. Mm-hmm. Later, when I looked back at her page, I realized something that hit hard. She was everything that he always made me hate about myself. She was bigger, curvier, and confident, and everything that he made me feel ashamed of, she was. So fast forward, last year, he hit me up saying he was done with her. I was in a weak moment, so I did the thing, but that was it. I used him and moved on. Turns out he was actually still with her, and now karma came back around because everything she did to me is now happening to her. And the girl that he's messing with now, she's not the one to play with. So I sat
he was
back.
Messing with somebody else.
I guess
too,
so.
While
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
With her.
So I just sat back like, well, look at the universe working overtime. At the end of the day, while she thinks she's winning at life, she lost. She's still with a man who doesn't love her, who's ashamed of her, and who will cheat on her again. The real winner of this is me. I'm not with a guy that treats me like I'm not like a guy that treats me like that. I am currently single, so if there's a single firefighter out there, hi, she wants you to put her fire out. At the end of the day, if she's listening, hey girl, you know exactly who you are, and you know exactly what you said you were going to do. If you're in my state and my city talking about on site, you can ask your man where I live. He knows, boo. Oh, okay.
Very well. He knows the inside of your house and all. It sounds like.
But real question, was I wrong for telling her what was happening? I shouldn't have gone back to him. I know that now, but was it wrong to warn her? Anyway, love y'all. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. I think you did the right thing.
First of all, for me,
especially you didn't know.
First of all, for me, you're beautiful, whether you're big, small,
Curves,
purple,
not,
yellow,
you just got
orange.
more to love, baby.
Yeah, you're beautiful any way, shape, or form. Just never lose that in yourself. Know that you're beautiful. Know that you're worth it. You're worth way more than that. But
you're not worth being anybody's side chick or being anybody's second choice.
Not at all. Not at all.
Ever.
You should be his main course, not his only course. For me, I think you did the right thing. You brought receipts. You brought it to her as a woman, as somebody that was in love. You brought it to her, even though it hurt you, to let her know. Because you wouldn't want that to happen to you. So
and you went back, and that's okay. That's all about growth. That's all about, we all make mistakes. We all got to learn. That's part of growing up. Yeah. We all have done something that we, looking back, we're probably like, oh, that probably wasn't the right choice. But you got to go through it in order to grow.
I think you did what you needed to do, because I would do that too. The most important thing was that you had receipts. You showed her. She didn't care. But she knew about you way before you knew about her.
Yeah, she obviously knew about you.
And she was, I guess, investigating if she knew who your best friend was and blocked her too.
And blocking, yeah, that's weird.
So her loss.
But that goes to show, like, one thing is, I could never agree with being a side piece ever. No one ever should.
You need to,
But to be the second woman and insert yourself in someone's relationship
and know
no,
it, and
no,
know it.
no.
You need to know your worth, honey. You need to know your
No,
worth.
I'm sure there has been circumstances in my life to where I was probably talking to someone and didn't even know or realize that they were
okay,
right. But then, like, that's not on me. If I like sincerely wasn't aware, that's one thing. If you weren't even aware at the time. Now you did go back when you were aware. That wasn't right, but again, weak moment. We all have had those, and that's all growth, baby. That's how you learn.
As long as you know that you were wrong and that you shouldn't have went back, that's all we need to know.
And you know, you are beautiful, and you deserve way better than that anyway. Yep. So that's that.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Keep sending on.
Send us all the stuff.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for trusting us with all this. We love the tea. We love to talk about it, and we love to have you guys, interact with us.
Post a what's today? Today's Monday. So tomorrow there will be another anonymous link posted. You can submit, again, like I said in the beginning, an unhinged story of yourself. You can submit maybe a secret that you want to tell somebody but too scared to tell them. Something that you want to get off your chest, or maybe something that you're feeling, even if something emotional. It doesn't have to be like chaotic. It doesn't have to be unhinged. Like, even if it's something you want to discuss but you might be a little embarrassed that you're going through it. That's what Tea Tuesday
like
is
the
about.
One with the kids and stuff, like things like that you would like other people's opinion, our opinion.
Yeah.
And we can't even post it online. I was thinking we can even post it online and have y'all interact with the post.
Right. I put, I'm trying to do more engaging stuff.
Just let us know you think she was in the right, she was in the wrong, what your opinion is. We would love
what
to
would
hear
you do in that situation? We could do little polls. I want to do some fun, engaging stuff. So if you have any ideas, if you got something you want to share, let us know.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. See y'all next week.